Major winter storm will produce blizzard conditions Thursday night into Friday morning. Kev G, weather overview. And as Mr. G says, he's still on Channel 11. Let's get right down to it. Here's your current temperatures off of Intellicast.com. And we are in the 30s. It's a cold day here across the tri-state area, and it is going to get a heck of a lot colder over the next 24 to 48 hours. This is the map that I tried to do on Sunday. This is scenario number one, where the storm was in closer to the coast and it delivered a more significant snowfall. I think that's what we're seeing now. I think that the trend has been for a closer storm to the coast, delivering more snow and a healthier accumulation across the board. This is not going to be a historic storm where you're going to see 1 to 2 feet, but you're going to see significant accumulations across the board of more than 6 inches and possibly up to a foot of snow. The reason why I've been hedging a little bit as to, telling people in the blog that the storm could be a little bit worse than what I was portraying is the fact that the models didn't know where the main low was going to be. It seems like the same old story over and over again when we're tracking these things. But in a nutshell, the upper atmosphere, the charts for the upper atmosphere were signaling that the storm should be in closer to the coast. Now this depiction, if you can see on the upper right, this is the GFS from a few days ago. And it shows the storm well out at sea, and it would be a glancing blow, but this is from a couple of days ago. Now we look at the more recent runs, and on the upper right-hand panel, you can see that the storm is tucked into the coast more in a classic way. A classic East Coast winter cyclone on the GFS is depicted now, with a storm closer into the coast with a bigger impact and more winds. And the critical thing with this particular storm, I think what you're going to find, is that rarely do we see a storm where temps are in the low teens for the entire duration of the storm, but that's what you're going to get for the duration of this Thursday night into Friday. Here was my first crack at accumulations. I used a lot of NOAA ideas. I used weatherbell.com ideas. And I think this is still a pretty good idea. I think it's on the lower end of the spectrum now. I think I would probably put this at more of like an AccuWeather.com blend. I have a good feeling about this now, 6 to 12 inches, and locally more, because if you get under one of these heavy snow bands with temps in the teens, everything's going to stick, and you're going to get a lot of powdery snowfall. Now, the powdery nature of the snowfall combined with the lower temperatures is going to lead to blizzard conditions on Thursday night into Friday morning. That means that visibility is going to be below 1/4 of a mile for more than 3 hours. And it's possible that the National Weather Service starts considering issuing blizzard warnings for Thursday night into Friday morning. That is when the brunt of the storm is going to be. And then after the storm ends by around 10, 11 o'clock on Friday morning, we are going to see unbelievable cold developing for the entire tri-state area. I want to quickly show, if I can, the European model. The European model on Friday night has temperatures crashing to well below zero. Now, I'm not going with that just yet, but it is a possibility that by Friday night, after the snow has fallen, we have a gusty northwesterly wind or a northerly wind, and temperatures just completely drop out. The gray area on the European is actual air temperatures below zero. And in some cases, in the green areas, you have temperatures -5 to -10 below zero. It is unfathomable, that kind of cold. I don't believe that it's going to get that cold, but it could on Friday night. It's something to watch. This is a very significant winter storm. It's not a historic storm. It's not something that you'll read about 20 years from now, but it is a very formidable event. I hope that we've been following it well on the blog, and I know I'm going longer than 4 minutes, but I don't like to do that. If you have to be out in it on Friday morning, and even after that, be prepared. That's all I can tell you. I hate when they tell you, well, don't go out, hide under your bed, buy milk. I'm not into that. If you have to go out in this, be prepared. It is going to be a very, very cold storm across the tri-state area. Frequent updates on blogspot.com and terrifically talented tweets on Twitter at KevStormNYC.